Yes, welcome back to our channel, Speed and Samuel's Garage. My name is Patrick, and today we have in the Honda Forza MF08, and it has a problem with the gear system. It's blinking F, so the gear indicator is showing F. It is not brave light is not lighting. The green light is not lighting up. So we have been doing videos concerning the gear system for the Hondas, the Forzas, they have something special here I want to share to you. This specific bike came in. The F is blinking one time, which means fault number one. And fault number one means that we have a problem with the gear ratio sensor. So I have the gear response sensor. Let me show you what we're having right now. So now, as you've seen in the video, it is blinking one, and this is the sensor that is indicating that it is wrong. So the client just remove the sensor, and then we look at this position and we see what could be causing the D to go away. So now, this is the sensor. We have removed it, and I've been looking at this, the position of this shaft. It is in a good position where it should be, as you're seeing there. I'm going just to make a little adjustment, but it is in a good position, as you can see there in the image of how it should be, the shaft which actuating the sensor. So the bike has been showing malfunction. It's coming on and off. Then when you be riding, then the gears go off. Then when you turn off the switch and you turn power back on, the gears come. When you're riding, it comes back again. So I thought that this sensor might be in a wrong position, but according to how it is not in a very, very bad condition. So this means that we have a bad sensor. We are going to see, let us try get another sensor, then we compare with this one which you have got and the other one. We have got another sensor from another engine. This is a good sensor. This is the bad one, as you're going to see. You see the position of how it's looking, this inner part. Let me show them to you. See this inner part, this inner housing which aligns the shaft. This one is this is vertical, this is horizontal, as you're seeing there, which means that you see. So this is you have got another sensor on another bike. This one on the left, and this one on the right is a bad sensor which you have moved on the bike. So when you look at this difference, you can see that the position of this shaft, this rotating part This one is different from this one. You see, this is horizontal. This one is vertical. This sensor is a variable resistor. So as the shaft rotates, it changes the resistance. As you can see, it changes the resistance. And it changes the resistance as the bike changes gear. So as you're seeing it, as you rotate it, it goes to the horizontal part. But if you look at this one, the moment we rotate it, it is having even a click sound, which means that inside this there is a spring load. There's a spring which returns it to its neutral position, which has failed, in that even if you rotate it, it is weak. The spring, you feel that it is weak, but this one, you feel there is some resistance as it returns to its initial position. So this is how you can tell between a bad sensor and a good one. You look at this. When you look at this, it is weak. It is weak. But when you look at this, this is a good sensor. So let us mount back to the bike, then we do perform a Honda initialization, then we see. In aligning it, you put it like this, then you rotate it clockwise. As you feel, it is coming back very well. It is rebounding very well, meaning that the inside spring is okay. But when you look at this other one, you are going to see the difference. There's no rebounding of the spring, as you can look at it. Now when you put this one, you can see there is a rebound of the spring coming back to its neutral position. So let us put this bolt and starting. So after you've seen, you have performed the Honda initialization. I've already made many videos about it. After working on anything concerning the CVT of this S-Matic system, you should perform the Honda S-Matic system, the Honda S-Matic initialization procedure. Now, let me start and test on the bike and see. So this has been a video, and I think that you have learned something today. Because many people like get problems with this Honda S-Matics. So you have learned something today, and after you have seen after performing the initialization, of which I've made multiple videos about it. So I'm going to put the link in the description in case you want to see about the Honda initialization procedure. So that's it for today. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon in the next video. Please stay tuned. Leave a like and a comment. I see you soon.